welcome back to Slothbox. I'm joined again by Dmitry Salita. Dmitry, how are you?
Great. Love to be in the UK for big boxing fights, and very grateful that I'm a part of this event with Jermaine and looking forward to a big heavyweight fight.
Yeah. I just want to address the elephant in the room. There's been so much coming out in the newspapers about yourself and Jermaine.
I know.
Is there anything you want to clear up or comment on, or is that not possible at the minute?
I put out a statement about this. It's frivolous. Yes. Anyone in the United States, anyone can file a lawsuit against anyone for anything. But it's frivolous, there's no grounds for it, and the truth will come out. And the perpetrators will they're legally responsible for what they did, to what they did in regards to the situation.
What about yours?
So, by the way, yes. So obviously the timing of it is very questionable.
Yeah.
The fact that Jermaine's managers and lawyers, who I know for so many years, haven't called me to say that they're filing a lawsuit. The fact that I went to visit Jermaine 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The fact that I lived with Jermaine, life-changing opportunities, and found him when he was one of very few people in the boxing community knew who he was. Delivered career-high paydays, and this opportunity and the opportunity with the White and many other opportunities prior to this. It's obviously personally very upsetting because he worked so hard for it, but it is what it is, and it has to be dealt with, and take care of business.
But that's what shocked me the most. I mean, the last time we spoke, he was on the way to the gym, like you say, to see him. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, there's all of this in the newspaper. I couldn't believe it because I assumed that you had had such a good relationship. But I guess my question is, has that changed your relationship? Is it more of a working relationship now? Or is that still to be seen?
I mean, there's obviously some tension
Yeah.
when this thing happens.
Yes.
And I don't know why Jermaine's team decided for the timing to be this week, which doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, as an example, it was filmed. For the last fight, there was an issue with Jermaine and his gloves that I helped resolve because I was very much in the camp and on it. And there's so many things that are happening around this big fight, so it's just a bit awkward that that there'll be another layer of unnecessary tension that's not valid and it's frivolous, but it's all good.
Well, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the biggest fight.
Let's talk about boxing.
Yeah, your man's career, the biggest fight in his career. But the narrative is, it's make or break for AJ. But I'm seeing a hungry Jermaine Franklin coming into this fight, trying to take what's his. How do you assess this fight leading up to Saturday?
Well, it's, from Jermaine's point of view, it's make or break for Jermaine because this is the opportunity that he's been working hard for so many years, all his life really, and he's very motivated. You see how much weight he lost. How sharp he is, and how focused he is on this fight. He's coming to win. He's coming to put it all on the line in this. In this fight on April 1st.
Do you feel that I heard you say on stage it's hunger over skill? I think.
Yes.
How much?
Will over skill.
Will over skill. How much do you think that will factor into this fight? Is that what it's all about?
Jermaine's key to victory is that Jermaine has to make AJ feel uncomfortable. If he can make AJ feel uncomfortable a couple of times during the fight is over. That's the key to victory. Anthony is a great fighter, has the skills. It's like the fact that he has Derrick James, and Derrick James obviously is a wonderful trainer. But there's many different people that Angelo Dante, Freddie Roach, and Amanda Stewart, let's say, they teach you how to throw a jab. Everybody teaches you how to throw a jab, everybody teaches you how to throw a right hand, but everybody has a different philosophy how to throw. They explain it differently. So Anthony Joshua knows he's one of the greatest fighters of our generation. He knows how to throw these punches. His problem is not physical. His problem is mental. And Maybe Derrick James will help with it, maybe he won't, I don't know. But the fact that there's so much uncertainty, so much change from fight to fight, and things that he says it again today, Anthony has to use external stimuli to motivate himself, to work hard, and to want to get this victory. Jermaine, at this stage of his life and this stage of his career, is organically hungry and will do whatever he needs to do to win.
Yeah. But I guess you're a man that knows your
By
boxing.
any means necessary. Based on everything I see, I don't think that Anthony Joshua will win by any means necessary.
Yeah. And that brings me on to my next question. Like I was about to say, you're a man that knows his boxing very well. But I mean, that means you know Derrick James and his fighters and the way he trains, I guess, and their style. You know that pretty well. What sort of fighter can we expect in AJ in front of Jermaine Franklin on Saturday night? Because I feel like it's going to be a different one than to what we've seen so far.
Well, there is not much change
Yeah.
in a couple of months. I know who Derrick James is by the work that he's done, and he trains fighters that are aggressive and have a lot of heart and a lot of will. So if Anthony hung around those guys, I do believe that it may have a positive impact on him. From just a purely boxing point of view, I don't know. Anthony Joshua is like he's a master. He's like a 10th-degree black belt, right? For lack of a better example. I mean, he's a great fighter. So you can't teach the guy anything new, man. He knows what he's doing. Emmanuel Stewart, great trainer, was able to, great trainer in terms of skill, tactic, and psychology and philosophy. He was one of the few that was able to take a guy and in several months change him so he scores the upset and you know, historically. So the one that's following in those footsteps is Emmanuel Stewart, and we saw what he did and what he's doing with Tyson Fury. He has a proven record of being able to do it. Can Derrick James do it? Derrick James seems to have a great trainer, but different philosophy. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But you mentioned
when he come back. So if the key to the fight is for Jermaine to make Anthony feel uncomfortable, to make him doubt himself. When he comes back to the corner, is he gonna trust in a fighter fight? Is he gonna trust what Derrick James is saying? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. But there has not been enough time. Because at the press conference, you know, when the sun is shining and the weather is good, you can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But when the test comes, when the pressure is on, you know. So when the pressure is on, and when he's in the corner, is he gonna trust what Derrick is saying, or is he gonna panic, or is he gonna say to himself, "I'm a world champion. I don't have to worry about next month's rent. What am I doing?"
But yeah, you mentioned Tyson Fury there. There's a lot of speculation about who he's going to fight next. I just want to bring in the point of, is your man Otto Wallin the man that he could maybe face next?
That would be a great fight.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin would be a great fight, a great rematch. Tyson gave. Otto gave Tyson Fury the toughest fight of his career. My numbers, dynamo punches against him that Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder in their first fight put together. So certainly, from all the heavyweights out there, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I called Bob Arum and I told him that he will be available to go April 29th if that's the date they want to keep. So
We'll see. Another massive fight that was announced a couple of days ago, Devin Haney against Lomachenko. How do you see that one going? Because for the boxing purists, it's a great fight.
It is a great fight. One of the things that you have to take into consideration is that Lomachenko is a guy coming up in weight.
Yeah.
And he's going to be fighting a bigger skilled man who's young, who's in his peak. So it's going to be a great fight, but a difficult one for Lomachenko.
Yes. Last question from me.
And Lomachenko is a chess master.
Yes.
So while I would pick Haney as a favorite, I would not be surprised for a great fighter like Lomachenko, who's a boxing scientist, to pull one out of his hat and put him in a boxing clinic. Unlikely, but possible.
Yeah. The last question from me: providing that Jermaine Franklin pulls off the upset, being the underdog, and beats Anthony Joshua, where does he go from there? Because it's the dream. Like I said, he's been working towards it his whole life, but Once you get the dream, what's next?
What's next? Possibly a rematch. Possibly a rematch with Dillian White. Fight with Tyson Fury. Fight with Usyk. I mean, Deontay Wilder. I believe that with that fight, he may become the #1 heavyweight in the United States. Because Wilder's coming off a loss to Fury, coming beating a giant like Joshua, will certainly propel him in the elite position, and the world would open up for Jermaine. I mean, that would be a life-changing moment for him, truly.
Well, thank you for your time. I've been Lyndon Dixon. He's been Dmitry Salita. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.